Yo guys, Master of Archive here, and welcome back to another episode of Terraria. We're here again with another showcase for another Easter egg seed. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys again with this new seed. Let's make it a large world, in fact. And, sure, it doesn't matter for what the name is. The name of this seed is going to be, and this is case sensitive, For the Worthy. And, well, you'll see why. For starters, everything is backwards. All of the seed generation is already backwards. And everything, it's so strange. Seeing all the words, the actual letters are forward, but they're spelled reverse. Alright. For the climax of greed. Now, we start off with, just like the other world we were in, with the demolitionist instead of the actual guide. Now, the seed at first isn't really anything to gawk at. You won't really notice too much of a difference with the world, just with the normal world generation. But let's just start with getting hit. Oh, well, actually, wow, that's a lot less. Oh, that's why. Whoop. Let's go into master mode. See, the reason I say this is because, wow, okay, fine, sure. Ruin my parade. See, what is actually supposed to happen is this world itself is supposed to be extremely brutal. Normally you can't really tell because I guess I have good armor and this is pre-hardcore, but this world is supposed to be extremely brutal in its generation of all the enemies. Let's just open time, switch it to midnight, and just bring up this time passing by a little bit. You know what? Actually, no. Let's leave it, and instead, crank this up. Now, I'm not saying I will necessarily survive, but, oh lord. They are doing 119 damage. Let's just look at that. I'm gonna have to buff incredibly just to stay alive, but that's 85 damage. And I'm using Golden Delights to keep myself alive. And there goes my aliveness. Yep, there it goes. Let's just switch this back down. Bring it back down to... Oh god, wow, okay. Honestly, it's not that they have more health or anything like that. Health isn't really the issue. So you can kill everything in this world at the same, let's just say speed, as you could before. Huh. I'm surprised I actually got a slime staff. That's hilariously intriguing. But let's just get rid of this, shall we? But everything here kind of just slaps really, really hard. And of course that was made for it. So not only are the enemies here harder, it's supposedly supposed to mean that some of the generated enemies and boss enemies are also supposed to be different sizes. So far this one's normal. Let's just go to, say if we were to go to day. Go to day, I think he just disappears. Let's try the slime. We could definitely get like a crown at least going, I hope. Small detail of course I have to actually find the corruption in order to do this. Well, that's not good. Guess we're going flying for a bit, for a good bit then. God dang it. Trying to show this off and I just realized that, oh, this is gonna be a lot more difficult than I wanted it to be. Some of the other things while I'm walking just to get there are that a lot of the replacements for water are lava in the world. Just general spawning in the world makes it so that water is usually lava. The dungeon, as I will also try and show you, depending on which side it spawns on, is in reverse order. Well, how do I put this? It's facing the wrong way. Normally, the dungeon faces away from whatever ocean biome that is closest to it, and it just faces towards spawn. This dungeon, however, as you'll see in a moment, is facing the opposite way. Actually, what am I doing? I've just realized I could use conch shells. I have the power of journey mode! Hooray! Oh man, the angler, look at that. Even the angler is like already just dead. Just poof. He just died. He just poofed away. See, this is the dungeon. And normally, as you would know, the dungeon should be facing this way. Now the dungeon is in a reverse order. I will actually try and make it just noon, just so you can see. Also, look at this dungeon. Look at this dungeon. It's so crazy. This is blue. This is blue brick. And it's just purple. Also, all bunnies replaced with explosive bunnies. What a great touch. Just a nice little touch that they had to add there. Let's get ourselves a shine and a night owl potion just so you can see. We'll head inside the dungeon. Just so that we don't die, and we could also see spikes have been increased everywhere. Sky Islands! Oh lord, god, that scares me every time seeing that. It's I know it's wrong, but like that scares me every single time. How is this not like a Terrarian's worst nightmare? Look at the increase that you already see in the amount of spikes there are. That's just the amount of spikes. Let's try and get back to the surface now. All we gotta do is grab ourselves a gravitational potion here. Take one. And let's start flipping! And now, as you can see, all, and I mean all, of the various different Sky Islands are now corrupt and have been replaced with golden key chests. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they actually have dungeon loot in them. They may or may not have dungeon loot tables in them. But I'm pretty, yep, that confirms it. They do not have dungeon loot tables in them. They still have the normal loot tables in them. They are just now corrupt instead. And I believe on Crimson Worlds, they are crimson. So, it's a good place for anyone who's trying to do journey mode. For the few people who actually would want to do journey mode on a world like this, where everything basically touches you and you die. Essentially, you can now get corrupt water fountains from there. You know, if you needed a water fountain that badly that you had to go to a Sky Island on the world's most painful world. But hey, no pain, no gain, I guess. Yep, still also corrupted. Oh my god, it looks so intensely crazy. What's kind of nice here is that I actually get to research some of the things for my own personal world. Oh! And one of the bigger things that you wouldn't notice, I'm so glad I ran into one of these. All pots also drop live bombs! Isn't that great? All pots are live bombs. It's essentially Binding of Isaac or Gungeon. Because now they just drop bombs everywhere. And who doesn't like a little bit of flair every single time they want to go and open up their world and just find, oh, I don't know, bombs waiting for you there. Now even base loot. While it still does drop some of the deadliest things that you could possibly get. Explosions! Now while it isn't a 100% chance, which, you know, would be a nightmare if it was a 100% chance, I believe. It is still, I believe, a high number table of like an 80% chance of having a bomb come out of pots, which definitely not something anyone would ever want to see. There is still red potions in this world, just because, of course, they still wanted to make it difficult for you. Someone says, ooh, a potion, and then get every single susceptible illness known to man at the same time. Ah, here we go. Here's some of the, as you can see, lava water spawns that get mixed up a lot in this world. So when it's generating liquids, about, I'm gonna say 40%. I actually forgot the number, so please do not immediately look that up and then say wrong. There's more lava where water should be. And here we go! Finally, we've made it to just one of these. Let's just get some... Oh, actually, what am I doing? I need gel. Just do this while I'm here, since I literally can. And time to activate one of these. Oh my god! Look at him! That is a big King Slime! King Slime is way bigger than normal. That is a lot of disparity, actually. I didn't think that would be... It would be like this, but that's a big King Slime. I don't believe they drop anything, like, actually specific that help, but... This dude is, like, pretty tanky, even considering this is a Master Mode world. It's still kinda beefy. Oh, see, that's normal size! Why is that now normal size? Now he's small! What? Wait, that's tiny! Oh, lord. Man, he got tiny real fast. Just so we have some time, let's go check out the size disparity that we're dealing with Skeletron. Well, hello! Curse! Okay, Skeletron still seems to be about the same size. It's roughly about the same. Honestly, I'm not seeing too much difference. I physically know that they're supposed to be like different sizes. Change it back to day. Let's see. Let's get another King Slime going around here. I mean, oh my god, he's just so big. Alright, so, to sum up most of the other things that the world regen and world spawn has to do, if you can't tell, despite the fact that we're actually in journey mode for the difficulty, all the bosses have doubled health. Entirely doubled health. And that is on top of if you already have journey, master mode or expert mode put on. So, master mode, which is 3 times normal difficulty, plus having on top of that doubled boss health makes this incredibly a huge world spawn. Explosive bunnies are filling the world everywhere. I believe we've actually only got, since this world is still not in hard mode, we can't actually explore some of the different bosses here. I will tell you the ones that have been confirmed as larger are King Slime, Skeletron, and the Destroyer. Also, second phase of Hungry Plantera is also supposed to be larger for this world as well. Some of the ones that are smaller, I think, are Wall of Flesh and the Twins, so that we can see. Another thing is that pickaxes actually are faster in this world. Though, rounded up, they should all take about half the time to break for, like, every single thing you mine in this world. Which, at least there's some balance that you get. There's also the possibility that trees drop bombs. I was not actually aware of that. Bombs can drop from the trees. I was gonna say that some of the loot tables are mixed so that the trees have some of the things from the pots, but I didn't realize that also means that the trees can then drop bombs. Like that. Ooh, but we do get apples from it still, which is kind of nice. But who would want apples when you could literally just possibly have a bomb drop on your head repeatedly? There's also an increase in some of the other various spawns of the world. Mushroom biomes are now a lot larger. There's more chance for granite and marble biomes, and most of the horrible biomes that you don't want to be in, like spider nests as well, have an increased spawn chance in the underworld. And in the actual underworld, every single demon is now a guide voodoo doll demon. Meaning that if you kill any demon in the entire underground, instead of being careful and dropping them in a safe spot, if you so happen to just drop them over lava, they will immediately spawn a wall of flesh. Oh god. Man, but look at this. You drop the trees have a chance to drop bombs. Imagine you're just starting off this world, you get your normal copper pickaxe and everything, and then you just have to start running from bombs every single time you mine trees. Either way, I think we're going to end this episode here. So, if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe down below. I would like to see somebody actually try to play this world. It is definitely for the worthy. And to end it off, probably drink a red potion. Now that would be a perfect end to a Terraria series. So, like, comment, subscribe down below, and hope to see you again with more Terraria Easter eggs. Peace.